What is up everybody, Gifford here, welcome to another stock market video where I try to make money. Today we're going to be discussing my 4 stocks to buy for the month of August, but unlike my other videos, these stocks are going to be aimed at options trading. In the last video I discussed how I'm going to be stepping up my stock market journey by doing some options trading. Please hit the like button on the video. As a new channel it helps me out a lot to make these videos, and feel free to subscribe if you're interested in investing. With that said, let's get on with the video. Before we carry on, here's my full portfolio split, and my interactive brokers right here has been deposited the full 15,100 New Zealand dollars, and that's going to be what I'm going to be using for options trading. And you can see that I've got $41,400 across all my portfolios that I own. The first stock that we have here is none other than Tattooed Chef, ticker symbol TTCF. So Tattooed Chef is a plant-based food product which produces and sells a portfolio of frozen foods. And the biggest news right now for TTCF is its earnings on Thursday the 12th of August, which is Friday morning for the people in New Zealand. Earnings is when the company reports financials of how much revenue and earnings the company has done for Q2 2021. And when you want to know when the earnings are, it's easy as going into Google and typing in TTCF stock earnings date. And the first link here says that it's going to be on the 12th of August. So going into these earnings, I just want to show you looking back into what they hope the full year of 2021 does. So for the full year, they want the revenue to be in the range of 235 million to 242 million. So with that figure in mind, all I'm really looking for is that Tattooed Chef hits about 60 million in revenue for Q2. I'm not really worried about the earnings or the EPS. I just want to see that the revenue is going up, which means their products are in demand, which means they're selling more product overall. Remember, it's a growing company. And when it comes to Tattooed Chef, when they release their earnings and it's good news, the stock price is slowly going to climb. But if it comes down below the 20s, I'll be buying some more because this stock is good long term. So stock number 2 on the list is Nano Dimensions, ticker symbol NNDM. And reading here, Nano Dimensions, together with its subsidiaries, provides additive electronics in Israel and internationally. So Nano Dimensions is pretty much an options play for me. It gives very good premium, so it's not really recommended to be a holding long term in your portfolio. Financial health is good. This company is high risk, but it is, however, very good for trading options in. So for options, I make money on the stock when it trades sideways, which this stock tends to do right now. So going into their website, we can see that they offer a lot of services here, although they have yet to have significant revenue to be able to command a higher share price. And I do think there's opportunity here because in the last 6 months, you can see that the stock is down pretty much almost 60%. But as you can see, going back 1 year, the stock is actually quite a bit up at 190%. My knowledge in the stock is not very good because I've chosen it for options trading, but here we can see that ARK Invest actually buy the stock and they have over 18 million shares in it. So if they're comfortable to hold this many shares, I think I'm safe enough to be able to acquire a small amount just for my options trading portfolio. The third stock that I've got is Corsair Gaming, ticker symbol CRSR. So Corsair Gaming designs, markets and distributes gaming and streaming peripherals, components and systems in around the globe. So it's a $2.7 billion company, and Simply Wall Street reckon it's actually trading 62.7% below its estimated fair value. Here we have an article from Motley Fool who have recommended this because they see an opportunity here as well. So common theme about reading this company as it has strong revenue growth. So reading here, revenue accelerated last year from 17% growth in 2019 to 55% growth in 2020. Yet the company still posts an impressive 24% year-on-year growth in the second quarter. And just quickly swapping over to Yahoo Finance, we can see here in its financial, its revenue growth from 2017 has just been going up and up till 2020. And I think this is just going to continue into 2021. And down here, 7 analysts out of 9 have also suggested that it's a buy. And other points it talks about is margin expansion with its improvements in gross profit margin, and also that it has other products waiting in the wings. The 4th stock on the list with a market cap of $43.1 billion is Palantir Technologies, ticker symbol PLTR. And for those that have watched my previous videos, I've been burnt by Palantir and lost over $2,000 in it. but I'm lucky to have recovered those losses already. The price has come down since I bought them, but we can see here on Simply Wall Street that the revenue is forecasted to grow by 24.9%. And the revenue is to grow by 48%. This is another stock that I'm purely looking into just for the options trading. It has very good premiums, and a lot of people trade in this just for the options, so this is very appealing to me. And now that I've understood it more and what I'm willing to pay for it, because obviously I sold out of my holdings because I wasn't comfortable holding the stock for a long term, but I am going to be trying to pick some up if the price lowers down using options. And moving to CNN Business, we can see here that the couple of analysts have got the $28 as a high, $20 medium, and $17 low. And one of the reasons why I kind of like this is because it has been hovering around the $20 mark to $22 mark, which is really good for options trading. And just before I go, I want to do 2 bonus stocks just for August that I've been slowly accumulating in my Sharesies account. And for those that have noticed, I've also taken out a little bit of money in Sharesies because I like to keep it around about $2,000. So it started to creep up over that amount. The first bonus stock I want to talk about is this guy right here, which is Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN. So I'm not going to go too much detail into these 2 bonus stocks, but I have been accumulating just a tiny amount in these here. And you can see my last year's worth of buying. So why am I buying these 2 large market caps at the moment? That's because we head over to macro trends and we can see I am buying because of the PE ratio. The PE ratio I feel is really low for the stock. So currently Amazon has a price to earnings ratio of around about 60. Now if we look through here at this website, we can actually see that it only had this PE ratio about 10 years ago. So what that tells me, the price of the stock, even though it's really expensive, it justifies it because of their earnings and their revenue gathering. And going back by a couple of years to 2018, we can see that people were actually buying the stock when the PE ratio was at 182. Now just because Amazon has a low PE ratio at the moment compared to its historical PE ratios, you don't normally just buy a stock on the PE ratio itself. You need other metrics as well to be able to come out with an outcome when buying the stock. So to me right now, the PE ratio is low enough to me to slowly accumulate, and eventually the investors will come back when they see its growth and earnings are still going up. So the second stock of the bonus stocks is Alphabet, ticker symbol GOOGL, which is Google. And over the last year, I've only started buying it recently. So even though Google has a market cap of $1.8 trillion, I'm buying it because it has good revenue and earnings. And we can see that the PE ratio is around about 30 at the moment. So the other reason I'm investing in Google, as well as its revenue and earnings, is because Google actually invested $1 billion into SpaceX, which is Elon Musk's space company. They invested along with Fidelity, putting together $1 billion into SpaceX for 10% ownership of the private US space company, because you can't buy shares in SpaceX. And I think SpaceX is a leader in the space sector, and also having Elon Musk there and being a private company allows him to run it how he likes. But in the end, Google stock is just a real beast of a company that makes heaps of money and its stocks just goes up. So it's a pretty easy buy and hold for me if I just accumulate over time. Those 6 stocks are on my radar right now. We have about 4 months to go till the end of the year, and I'm trying to get my total portfolio up to $50,000 if it all goes to plan. Again, just to mention, these 4 stocks are more focused towards options trading, so it's very different to what I've been doing in the past year. Hopefully the insight into options trading is interesting to look at, and I'll be doing more videos on this in the future. The trading platform I use is Hatch Invest and Sharesies for individual company stocks, and I use Investnow for index funds. If you want to start your own investing journey, you can use my referral links down below if you're from New Zealand. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm always keen to hear what you guys think and how your investing journey is going. Well, that's enough for me today. Thank you for watching. As always, safe investing, and to make sure you do the due diligence on the stocks that you buy. If you ever want to see my own portfolio and stocks that I buy, go back to my older videos, as I'm very transparent and I show all my holdings. And with that said, may the gains be with you, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.